Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you're new. Today we're in the 305 sprint cars here at Volusia. Did not have a very good practice time, but also for like almost every lap I was out there, I forgot to change the wing. It starts off at like -7 or something like that, and you want to run it at 0. I'm pretty sure. Like that's I've been the fastest with that, so I'm just gonna keep it at that. But hopefully we can run better in our qualifying lap. Track came in a little bit worn out already. So, should be interesting to see what happens in the race. I think you could make the bottom in 1 and 2 work. 3 and 4 I think is just too slick. But trying to keep the car as straight as possible. Basically hammer down and go at this track. I thought it was going to be a little bit more throttle control at this track. That's why I wanted to run it. Ran 394 though. Kind of happy about that. But when you run the bottom, you kind of want to let off a little. Makes it interesting running the bottom. 4:14 the second lap. Not great, but not awful. So far, we got the lead. That's awesome. Honestly, did not think I was going to get that much quicker in qualifying compared to practice. Because practice, I ran a 4:69. It was a lot slower. But remember to move the wing forward the last couple laps of practice. And I started gaining my speed because I was running like 5s the whole time. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I need to run my wing forward. And I started running a little quicker. But I was also in traffic most of my laps, but still got one guy left to qualify. Oh, nope, he's qualified. So far, we've got the lead. He's got to finish one more lap, though. I think he's the only one that's got to finish his second lap, and we should be good to go, because these laps go by super fast. So as long as he completes his second lap, maybe we'll be going green right away. Yes, we are. Awesome. And we hold on to the pole. That's awesome. I did not think I'd get the pole here, because I know Corey's super fast. He, like, does sprint cars all the time. So, I'm very surprised I got the pole here. It's very good, though. I'm happy about that. Get out up front quick, hopefully. And I think it's going to be tough to pass if you run it right. So, hopefully we can hold on to this lead. That'd be awesome. I had so much fun at Williams Grove in these. I didn't want to run, like, a big track in these. If they're at a small track or small enough track, I thought Volusia would be a little bit more throttle control, but it's really not when it's a little bit more worn out and you're running the higher side. Kind of just gas and go. But I was hoping for a little bit smaller of a track to where at least there was throttle control involved, but I had enough fun in them that I figure I'll try it here. And I love Volusia. Just ran the race at in the 358s here. Finished third, started third, ran close enough to the leaders, had a lot of fun. Trying to learn these more as we go. Don't run them too often, so trying to get better in them. I'm surprised I got the pole, to say the least. You really just need to run that grip and be fast. Or run a little bit under the grip where there's still grip. Just to cut off a little bit of the track. But hopefully we can have a good race. No cautions here, 25 laps. I thought it was going to be 30. Seems like the sprint cars run 25 lap races. These 305s at least. At least the Williams Grove and here they are. These things are a lot more easy to drive at slow speeds, which I like over the late models and the UMPs and stuff. It just seems like you don't twitch a whole bunch. You can kind of just drive straight and it's just a nice little Sunday drive. Under pacing, which is nice. In the UMPs or the 358s and the late models, you're like, why is my spotter going crazy? But I'm like trying to sit here and think about what I'm saying, and my spotter's going off in my ear. What the hell are you saying? But yeah, trying to keep the car straight, just learn these cars. Hopefully get a pretty good start here. Second place coming down real quick. He did not want to get a guy on his inside, I guess. I think it's going to be tough to pass, but people are probably going to try. Saw him throwing that. Okay, he did not want to do the same thing to me. So I will just go low enough to where I am coming up. Yeah, he had a really good run there off of 3. I thought I had enough on him in 1 and 2 to where he was going to cross me over, but he didn't, apparently. He just wanted to stay on my outside, and that worked out for him. I feel like it's going to be tough to pass in these for the most part. But as long as I run up here and learn while I'm up here, that's what I'm here for. I'm just trying to learn in these things. I'm surprised he ran that low side. But I got a huge run on him. He like gained a little bit in the corner, but then I gained a lot on him on the straightaway. That's interesting. Let's see if he keeps doing that. Doesn't look like it there. I went in high, trying to get like a good run off down on the corner, and that did not work, so I need to not do that. Just need to try to hit my marks, keep the car straight for the most part. And hopefully come away with the top 3, and I'll be happy with that. I honestly don't even know if I led the first lap, to be honest. The 8 car had a good run in that first lap and threw a slider on me early. Hey, he's pulling away though. But I don't blame him. He's definitely fast. So is the 1 car behind me. He is very fast. But he runs sprint cars all the time, I know. But I know the name. But I've seen him on Twitch and he does sprint cars like all the time. So that's like, this is like his thing. Like my thing is the late models. He ducked down real hard there, and that he's gonna probably throw a slider here. Yes, I'm gonna try to cross back over. Could have probably tried to stay down there and see what happened, because I knew he was gonna cross me back there anyways. These things are pretty stable, like for the most part. I'm gonna try to stick down here and see what happens. I had to hit the brakes. I thought I was gonna hit that wall. I think you can maybe make 1 and 2 work down there if you just let off the right way. I just had a bad angle going in. That's the kind of angle I wanted. Didn't really work out for me, it looks like. They seem to have more momentum on the high side, so I'm just gonna stick to that. Try to learn off these guys that are better than me up here. 1 car goes real low coming off. That seems to work for him. I'm guessing he lets off a little to duck down like that. That's real interesting. Get that high run in and just turn down, but he keeps his car so straight doing it. That's so interesting. Very interesting on how that works. Try to figure out what he's doing there. Seems something like that. I'm guessing he lets off the gas a little to get his run. I'm not 100% sure, because I'm trying not to get the cars too sideways and upset doing that. But he does it so well. 8 cars starting to figure it out, it looks like. They're going to be battling up front. I got 4th place catching me now. He got in the wall. Somebody's already lapped down? I haven't even noticed lap traffic if we have passed anybody. To be honest, I haven't noticed anybody. I don't think we've passed anybody yet, unless they started off in the pits and they came out like later. That's so interesting how he does that. And it seems to be working for him. Like, he definitely gained some time there doing that. Definitely was too low coming off that corner. Sprint cars tear up a track, man. Like, you could see lap by lap, it just keeps getting higher and higher. It's crazy on how much these cars tear up a track, on how quick they do at least. I nearly got in the wall going into 3. Definitely don't want to get into a wall with these cars, open wheel. Just rip the car apart. They're going in so much lower now and like coming up off the corners. Interesting. I don't really understand it because I'm so used to the late models and stuff where you really don't want to be in the slick. They're like running down here and coming up off the corner. Guess it's just to shorten the corner or something? Don't 100% know. Just trying to keep the car straight while I do it though. Seems to actually be a little quicker.
Oh, come on, man.
4th place definitely catching me. The 12 car, he is flying right now.
Not even gonna apologize for that trash ass fly job.
Let's go back and see what's happening back there. Because they seem to be having some trouble.
You ruining my race. It's awesome of you.
Yeah, this is like a weird slide job in 3 and 4 that you're just throwing on nobody. It seems to be quicker though. But I don't think the 12 is not going to be close enough to do anything, so that's great. We'll stick in the top 3, which I'm happy with. Definitely learning in process because trying to figure out these cars. Had a great qualifying lap, which I'm really proud of. And 2 guys up here were just so fast in the beginning, they just kept pulling off. 8 car was super fast in the beginning, got the lead early. Didn't look back, and then the 1 car got by me, and he was super fast, and he just couldn't quite get to the bumper of the 8. But good win by the 8. That's 2 races in a row, the 8's won here. My 358 race, the 8 won, and then this race, the 8 won, which is really funny. I want to go back to the beginning. Actually, I want to go to the 11 and see what the hell is going on with these guys back here. Because the 11 was complaining to somebody. I want to see who and why. 6 car gets a run going into 3. Goes down. Oh, he smacks the wall. I don't think that was a slide job. That was just him messing up and smacking the wall. He still didn't apologize, which is annoying altogether. But he completely nailed the wall. And the 11 had nowhere to go in that situation. He just got destroyed. That's unfortunate for him. But I want to go back to the beginning. Because I'm trying to learn off of these guys. 8 car had a great jump in the beginning, jumped down, and I just slid up too much in the beginning, and he just takes advantage of it. He knows where I'm gonna go probably. He goes low. I see him going there, so I'm gonna throw the comeback on the bottom. Did I lead that first lap? I did at least lead 1 lap. Okay, I'm happy about that. I led the first lap at least. See, right there I did have enough to do a slider on him. He just wanted to stick on that outside. He really wanted that outside, and he was gonna wreck for it, so whatever. I'm just surprised by that. He put himself in that situation. He put me and him in that situation. I guess to do that in 3 and 4, because 3 and 4 was definitely faster. Going back to these guys in 3rd and 4th, the 11 car did he start 3rd? No, he started 4th, didn't he? Yeah, he started in 4th, got into 3rd. The 1 car really had to work his way up. He got around him pretty quick, though. He was making that line in 1 and 2. Yeah, the 11 car just got way too sideways. Slid way up the track going low there. The 1 car was really making it work. That line, that weird line in 1 and 2. Where he would, like, go high and then duck down low. Right here. He'd go high, completely duck low, get a huge run down the backstretch. It was really interesting to see that work. He goes for the slider. I just go back low. Did I get him on that lap? Yeah, I was still in 2nd in that lap. I throw my slider back. He has so much momentum on me. Goes right back under me. He doesn't even have to throw his slider there. I go back low trying to get a run on him. Like, I was having a decent race up to this point, and then I go low, and I about smacked the wall. I had to hit the brakes a little bit there to not hit it. Which I did think you could make that bottom work in 1 and 2 a little bit, but it just proved to not have as much speed as I was hoping. Because when I went low here in 1 and 2, you definitely gain on them going in the corner. If you do it right, gained on them a little bit, but they had so much momentum coming off, he just kept pulling off. Actually, he didn't pull off as much as I thought. I thought he pulled off more. Maybe that bottom of 1 and 2 was a key to kind of working. I don't know. I only did it for that 1 lap, and I'm like, nope, that's not working. Let's go back up top. But he kept doing that line in 1 and 2, which was really working for him, and I could not figure that out. That's real interesting on how that works for him. But, hey, I'm happy with how we ran. Trying to learn these things. I'm not great in them, but I'm happy with my performance at least. Started on pole, which is awesome. I was shocked by that, to say the least, and figured I'd fall back a spot or 2, especially with Corey in here. I know he's mainly a sprint car guy, so I know he's super fast in these. I don't really recognize the 8's name because I don't run sprint cars ever, so maybe he runs them a lot, I don't know. But good win by him, great race with him in the 1. 12 car was flying up there at the end because he started all the way in 6th and he worked his way up to 4th, and he was catching me for sure. If we had probably 10 more laps, 5 more laps, he might have been to my bumper, and it would have been interesting to see where that ended up. But finishing 3rd, car number 2, 12 guys in this race, really 11. 3 car went out early though, or not really that early, about 15, lap 15, 16. But finishing third, should gain a little bit of iRating still, so let's go see what we get. All right, results are in. Strength of field was 3,100. That's a pretty strong strength of field, so I'm really happy with how I did in that case, because I was car number 2, gained 34 iRating still. Wow, I'm kind of shocked by that because the 8 car gained 102. There must have been some big losses. Oh, 93, 86. Yeah, there were some big losses for me to gain that much. That's crazy. Did not think we'd get that much, but up to 4164. Corey gains another 27. Yeah, he's over 5,300 iRating. He does sprint cars all the time, though. I know that. So I'm happy with how I did. I led a lap, started on pole. Couldn't ask for much more with that because the 8 car was blazing fast in the beginning. Corey had to work his way basically from 4th because the 11 car got into 3rd early and then fell back. He had a rough race once the 6 hit him, and once the 6 hit that inside wall and pushed him all the way up to the wall, that was rough. So I'm happy with how I did. Finished 3rd. We started on pole, yeah, but we fell back 2 spots. That sucks, but I'm trying to learn these cars. Pretty strong strength of field, so I actually got a lot of champ points, which doesn't matter. I'm not running this full series anyways, but that's a lot of champ points for a race. I wish I was getting that kind of champ points in the limiteds because I actually doing pretty well in those. I think I'm 12th in the limited late models, and we've won like 5 or 6 of those weeks. So that's awesome. Had a great season in that, and I know I'm D1, so I'm doing really well. These all 3 of us are D1, and even the 3 was. So a lot of really high strength of field drivers. What was the lowest iRating in here? The 12 car, I think it was. Yeah, and he's over 2K. That was a strong strength of field overall because 2K being the lowest is kind of crazy. A lot of great racers, a lot of people that know what they're doing. I don't know how the hell I'm in 3rd in that case because I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I'm just kind of here learning as I go, and I'll run these at smaller tracks, probably like Fairbury, Kokomo, maybe Lima Land. That's probably a good one. Not places like Eldora or Knoxville. Not big places like that where you're full throttle. Volusia, I thought might have been more throttle control, but it wasn't. It was kind of just full throttle, trying to hit your marks. I think if you ran the bottom, if it wasn't as slicked off, it would have been a little bit more interesting because you had to do a little bit of throttle control down there. But it being slicked off in the beginning is kind of just full throttle, follow that line. They were finding some other lines that I was trying to learn off of, like the one in 1 and 2 going high and like ducking off low early, getting a huge run down the backstretch. I couldn't figure that out. I need to do more practice on that. And then there towards the end, that like slider line in 3 and 4 seemed faster, because you were cutting off a lot of that track if you just didn't get too sideways. I just let off a little bit, try to keep the car straight, but that seemed to work out. But happy with how this went for the most part. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Appreciate you guys for watching as always. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see some more racing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.